Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm actually on my study break and I thought, why not record a video? I haven't recorded one in quite a while, so I said I'd be consistent and here I am. So being an adult who works and has responsibilities has gotten me thinking and reminiscing about my teenage years and my university years. I mean, they were great, don't get me wrong. However, adulthood is tough, and I really wish I had someone tell me how rough it would be. And don't get me wrong, my parents did speak to me. I had people mention a few things. I would watch videos and whatnot, but nothing can actually prepare you, So I was just thinking about my 18-year-old self and what advice I would give her. What the Lulu now would say to that Lulu. And I thought I would actually speak to my 21-year-old self, but I realized that, when I turn 30, I think I would like to speak to my 21-year-old self. And I think anyway, this video can apply to a 19-year-old, 21-year-old, 22-year-old, So yeah, so I'm going to share a few things that I would tell 18-year-old Lulu right now. Okay. Number one, romantic relationships. My goodness, like I was such a mess when it came to this area because firstly, I didn't know who I was. I was extremely insecure and I really was using this relationship to kind of give me some type of value, and like I honestly don't recommend people dating in high school. I really don't. And I get that some of you probably met your high school sweetheart and you got married, and that's amazing, right? I mean, my parents met each other in high school, so I know it works. However, like when you're 18, when you're a teenager, you don't know who you are. I mean, I'm 26 right now, and I feel like I'm only learning what I like, what I don't like, who I am, how insecure I am, my issues, what I need to work on. When you're 18, I don't even think you start thinking about those things. So how do you get into a relationship and try to get someone to fill some type of void to make you feel better about yourself? So I honestly don't recommend people dating in high school because when it goes wrong, when it goes really bad, it goes really bad and then it breaks your heart, it breaks your self-esteem. So 18-year-old me thought that was the end, and I was so wrong because girl, you have no idea what God has in store for you in terms of a romantic relationship. You have no idea. It is so much better than anything you could imagine. Yes, relationships are hard. Yes, they're not they are complicated. And yes, you learn a lot about yourself, about the other person. However, what God has for you in future will be so much better than what you have right now. Like, this guy is not worth you compromising on your values at all whatsoever. So I would tell my 18-year-old self to leave and to chill in this area because you are not ready. for a romantic relationship. Number 2, and it actually goes hand in hand with my first point. You are going to meet the most amazing people during your university career. Trust me. I mean, honestly, the people I've met during university changed my life, and I can only thank God for that. I met the most amazing people in my classes, at res, at church, at random events, and anywhere else. Honestly, like, I met the most amazing people, and a lot of them I'm still in touch with. Not everyone, but a lot of them I am, and some of them are my closest friends, and I thank God for that. Like, don't worry about any relationships that you have lost in high school or in primary school. Although that's a long time ago, but don't worry about losing those relationships, because one thing about friendships is that not everyone is meant to walk with you for the rest of your life, and that is okay. But the advice I would give any 18-year-old right now is that those special and close relationships that you have, cherish them and make an effort. That is one thing I regret not doing, not making much of an effort or enough of an effort with some of my closest friendships. So yeah, that's what I would say about that. I have learned so many things about friendships in university and high school, and I'm still learning so much. So yeah. Number 3, save money and don't touch it. Oh my goodness. I really wish I would have done this. Like, I think we all hear that we should save money. However, nobody really tells you that there's money that you should save and you shouldn't touch, and that's your emergency fund. I really did not know anything about an emergency fund until I was in university. Like, that's the money that you don't touch, the money that you're like, you know what, for the next 5 years I'm not touching this. I really wish I could have done that. I really wish I could have had some bank account where I would save my emergency funds and not touch them. Even if I would just contribute 50 rands to that account, that would be more than enough. I mean, imagine from 19 till now, I'm 26, how much money would I have in that account? And the reason why I actually say this is because, like, the thing about adulthood is that there are some expenses that come up, things that you never thought you would have to worry about, things that you never imagined in a million years that you would have to pay for. They just come up. And what do you do? What do you do when you have to pay this huge lump sum and you don't have any savings? What do you do? So this is the money that I could have used had I saved money back then. I really think that high schools should do a better job at teaching children how to save money, honestly, because wow, like, I'm still learning a lot about finances right now. However, if I could have, I would have definitely saved money and made sure that I don't touch it for years and years and years. Number 4, I touched a bit on this one in my last video, but develop healthy habits. Yeah, this one is so important because your body, as a 26-year-old, and I can only speak for 26-year-olds because that's where I am, is not the same when you are 18. When you're 18, you have a lot of energy. You don't have so many problems with your neck, with your back, with your posture. Your metabolism is faster. there's just a lot of a difference. And I know when I'm 30, it's gonna be totally different. So I can only speak as a 26-year-old. I really wish I could have taken care of my body better when I was 18. I remember when I was 18, I was so insecure. I thought I was super big and unhealthy, and I was skinny. I wasn't healthy, but I was skinny, right? I didn't eat healthy. I didn't exercise consistently. Yeah, and I wish I could have done that. Like, I wish I could have started these habits back then, because right now I would be at a different place. So I would say, as an 18-year-old, take care of your body, eat healthy, exercise, like build those habits of exercising, of taking walks, and just being active, because it does affect you later in life, and your metabolism does slow down. Especially, like, I hear people in their 30s say that your metabolism slows down significantly when you're in your 30s. So when you're in your 20s, in your teens, take care of your body. You're never too young to take care of your body. Number 5, learn to love yourself. Sure, this I think is so important, and I think it's hard. It's hard when you're a teenager, because there's so much that's going on in your body. There's so much going on in your mind, around you. You're confused. You don't know who you are. So it's really hard to truly love yourself when you don't know who you are, So I would really advise my 18-year-old self to learn how to love myself, and that starts with loving God. Really, if you don't know who your creator is, if you don't know how he feels about you, I mean, it's not going to be easy to know who you are, and to feel good about yourself. So I would definitely say that. And I think my biggest issue that I had was with my body. I was really insecure. I was eating unhealthy. I wasn't eating, really. I would say that I wasn't eating. My friends would say that I wasn't eating. And that is true, because I wanted to be skinny. I wanted to, look a certain way, and it never happened. I mean, I did lose a lot of weight. However, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. And you realize that it no matter what you do, and even if you get there, like, if you don't feel good about yourself, if you don't love yourself, if you're not secure with who you are, and you're not confident, it doesn't matter if you reach that body goal. In my case, it's not going to be enough. You're always going to find some fault about your body, So yeah. And I think the last thing, number 6, would be that I am proud of you. This is one thing that I would say about I would say to my 18-year-old self. I am proud of you. You are working really hard, or you worked really hard to get to where you are right now. And I would say continue working hard. But yeah, these are some of the thoughts that I had, and some of the things I would tell my 18-year-old self. What are some of the things you would tell your 18-year-old self if you are over, let me just say, over 25? What would you tell your 18-year-old self? Please share in the comment section. I would really love to read some of the things you guys have to say. But thank you so much for joining me yet again. Thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please share this video with your 18-year-old sisters, brothers, cousins, friends. Please share this with them. I think it might help someone out there. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.